Bitcoin, its historical volume is currently at lows not seen since 3 years ago, and in this exact video I will talk about what this means for Bitcoin. I will of course talk about the most important charts we need to discuss right now, because Bitcoin is currently knocking on resistance. I will be talking about this, some very important news about Bitcoin spot ETF, what it will mean for the market and what is happening next year. So don't forget to watch this video till the end and slap up that like button. Can we once again smash it back above 500? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term for Bitcoin. So for the past few hours, we've been already seeing Bitcoin has been coming down, and every single time we retest that 29.3k level, we tend to be bouncing from off that exact level. You can see also from the past that the 29.3k is an important level to be looking at, but currently, yes, we just have to be waiting to see what is going to be happening next for Bitcoin. And basically today it's Friday, tomorrow it's weekend, so over the course of the weekend I do not really expect a lot of moves here. So today is the last day where we are probably going to see somewhat of volatility hitting this market, and then of course it will be probably another week that has gone by with almost no volatility. I've been talking about this on my live stream yesterday and also on my video. I think the big liquidity range is laying here on the top side, sitting around 30.3k, and as soon as Bitcoin touches this level, I think a lot of short orders are going to get stopped out on the market and Bitcoin could start to see a very big pump. However, I think the same about the 28.8k. So if we do break bearish towards the green line here on the lower side, I think we're going to go much lower, and also vice versa. If we do touch the top side right here, I think we're going to be breaking through it with high momentum, because you can see it every single time in the past as well. If Bitcoin creates these big pumps towards the upside, it is usually once it touches these liquidity ranges, because there are so many stop losses set up usually around the liquidity high in the market. That is the reason why we are always seeing these big moves happening once we do break above these important levels. Further on, there's not a lot of new stuff happening on the imminent short term. We're still breaking outside of the falling wedge pattern with a price target around 31,000 US dollars. But if I really am looking at Bitcoin, you can currently clearly see Bitcoin, its volatility is still at historical lows. We do know that, and the Bollinger Bands is of course extremely tight as the beginning point of 2023. But in 2 days from now on, maybe we could start to see some volatility, because the second deadline to approve or deny the Bitcoin spot ETF from ARK Invest has to be done, and maybe they're going to postpone it again to the third or maybe even final deadline. That is going to be in the beginning January of 2024. So yes, probably they're going to just expand it to the third deadline. So I'm not really expecting the ETF approval is going to be here, but be aware there is a possibility that within 2 days a Bitcoin spot ETF could get approved. And if we have to be believing Bloomberg, they are saying there's a 65% chance that the Bitcoin spot ETF is actually going to get approved. And also another very interesting thing is that this week 15 crypto related multi-asset ETF filings happened, but the market really didn't react towards it, what is very interesting. Also, of course, PayPal is jumping in towards the cryptocurrency space here, what is quite bullish, and you can currently clearly see the market is not reacting. And why this is happening is because the market participants that are currently in the market are not reacting towards the news, because usually the people that react so heavily towards the news are usually the people that do not really have a lot of experience in the market. Those are really the people that just jumped in towards the market and they want to buy Bitcoin as soon as possible because they've got FOMO. So that is what we're currently not seeing, and that is also the reason why the volume is so low here. That is also the reason why we are seeing the Bollinger Bands squeeze up so much here. And basically, if the Bollinger Bands is so low in volatility, Bitcoin has been so boring, it gives you a perfect opportunity to be accumulating Bitcoin. And these large entities, they are benefiting from it to be buying more Bitcoin around a stable range here. They're just accumulating Bitcoin around this region. And the reason why Bitcoin is not reacting towards this news so massively is due to the fact that there are just not a lot of newbies joining this market, and that is actually a very good thing for the development of Bitcoin in general. So I mean, if you want to be buying Bitcoin or if you want to be trading Bitcoin, you can go to the link description of today's video where you can sign up an account on BYBIT and you can claim a 30,000 US dollars deposit bonus. And currently with my trades, I remain to be long on Bitcoin and Ethereum. My Bitcoin trade is in a small little loss and my Ethereum trade is in a small little profit. And if I'm looking at Big Get, my trade is still in 1.13 Bitcoin in profit. This is getting myself very excited. Looking of course as well at Bitcoin, we can currently see that the daily MACD is currently actually crossing bullish. And if you're looking looking at the daily EMA ribbon, we're currently seeing a very important retest of the daily EMA ribbon, and so far we're still holding on towards this level, but it is a crucial level to hold on towards. On the daily time frame, you can clearly see last time around we broke the downward sloping resistance line. The moment we broke above it, you can see that Bitcoin had a massive rally towards the upside. And if you're just looking at the daily time frame right now, this time around, you can clearly see this was the previous big level of support, and here you can clearly see this is really flipping into resistance. And right now we're trading at that lower side of the range, and we really want to be breaking back in towards that top side of the range here, where things could start to become more exponential for Bitcoin. You can also see on the daily time frame, we're still holding the upward sloping support line. This is the most important trend line to be watching. And as long as Bitcoin is holding this trend line, I remain to be bullish. And of course, as soon as Bitcoin is going to be breaking below it, it's going to be turning out to be bearish for Bitcoin. I've been saying this for quite a while here. I'm expecting a gigantic move happening in the coming 30 to 25 days here, where this gigantic support line is going to be reaching this gigantic horizontal resistance, and we're expecting this breakout is going to be happening in 25 to 30 days here. We're right now seeing 2 to 3% moves. We're celebrating with a 2% move towards the upside, but still the big moves like 30 to 40% moves here, they always tend to be happening after we break outside of such a range. Furthermore, we can also see on the daily time frame, the Bitcoin bull flag is still breaking out and currently getting retested. The cup and handle is still getting created right here. And of course, looking at the bigger perspective, we do right now know the bear market is probably behind this, and we're right now coming towards that next Bitcoin halving cycle. It's only in approximately 250 days away, so make sure to get ready. The accumulation you've got for Bitcoin for the next bull run is probably sitting around 300 to 400 days here, so make sure to be quick and make sure to have a very good strategy to be accumulating as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. Of course, that is at least what I'm doing, but I'm not a financial advisor, so make sure to have your own strategy in this market. Then quickly looking at the Coinbase chart, what is of course the largest exchange in the US, and if you're going to be picking up the volume, you can currently clearly see the volume on Coinbase have been rapidly declining. The volume on Coinbase is currently actually, if I'm looking at a moving average, at an historical low not seen since September 2020. What is of course exactly the beginning point of the bull run. So right now we're once again in low volume stages comparable to the beginning of the previous bull run. What is definitely very interesting to be seeing right now. Of course, we're trading at a higher price, but it is very interesting to see that the volume is dropping so significantly. So the volume remains to be low, and it remains to be decreasing ever since the FTX collapse happened. So this is definitely a very interesting thing to be seeing here. The Bitcoin trend is actually going up here. So Bitcoin is trending upwards, but the volume is drying up here. So this is meaning that more people are exiting the market, but still there is more buy power. So this is exactly what I want to be seeing here. And actually, if you're looking at Bitcoin right now here, you can just see the complete cycle play out again here. Because yes, people are once again not paying attention towards Bitcoin. You do not hear anyone who's working at Uber talking about their shit coins. You do not hear anyone who is a butcher talk about Bitcoin. You only see like a few amount of people talk about Bitcoin, and this cycle is just once again repeating. And yes, I do know Bitcoin can come down to $25,000 tomorrow, but at the end of the day, this is a very good time to be accumulating. Start to zoom out here, start to see where we are. I mean, I am expecting this breakout is going to be happening in 25 days here. I'm not saying that after that you do not have the time to accumulate Bitcoin anymore. And personally, I would love to see Bitcoin break down because I could be buying some cheaper Bitcoin. But make sure to pay attention towards this market. You've got approximately 300 days left here before probably everyone is going to start talking about it again. So make sure to get ready. The Bitcoin halving is happening in 260 days. And once again, people are just not paying attention. It's once again the same story all over again. So make sure to pay attention right now here to benefit in the next bull run. You really have to pay attention right now. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.